Namaste Gurudevaya Sarvasiddhi Pradayane Sarvamagala Rupaya Sarvananda Vidyayane. Lord Chaitanya did not chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Sankirtana. Here we will look at the chants which Lord Chaitanya sung with bhav, flow of loving emotions. His singing and dancing manifest from it. His dancing was not a result of external music stimulation. His body was always oozing perspiration, dust from falling and rolling, tears from crying, blood from bodily damage from failing. As he was remained in the sattvika bhav while he chanted and danced, it was totally from the spiritual world. In contrast, due to no bhav, people need sensual stimulative kirtan to feel anything. If you are chanting and dancing to release stress, kirtan were not meant for that. Please, its purpose is to relish the sweetness of the Lord. Doing sankirtan to become a star, to sell records, to make fans is the same as using the shalagram to crack nuts. One should sing for and with Bhakti alone. Commercial chanting was not done 100 years ago. The people still had bhav. There was no need for this dog-like fame. Whenever there is no bhav, spiritual feelings, creating temples, amassing money, the need for followers, more became prominent. It is also displeasing to the Lord to use the drums made of the skin of slaughtered animals for kirtan. He would not like that sort of thing. Parenthesis, I want to add some extra information here. The mirdangans that people is buying in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, Mijampur, in Navadvip, in all India and abroad, those mirdangans made out of leather are made out of actually leather of animals from the slaughterhouse, animals who have been murdered for people to eat meat. That skin is the same skin that these people is using for making mirdangams. Actually, my sangha use only ahimsa, mirdangam and drums, not anything made out of leather, counting shoes and clothing. If anyone is interested to buy a dholak, Indian classical dholak with top premium sound, or mirdangam that is not made out of animal skin, then please contact me on my email gaurasangha@gmail.com. You can see the description of video. I can ship from here, from Vrindavan, directly from the makers of these holy instruments. Let's continue. It is also displeasing to the Lord to use the drum made of the skin of slaughtered animals for kirtan. He will not like that sort of thing. Surely not. We are using a nice translation of the Chaitanya Bhagavat for the following verses. These facts also are found in a book called Mahamantra, written by Sundaranda Vidyanode, who, by the way, was a disciple of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. Srivas Pandit's niece, Narayani Thakur, said, "The master life force of the world began to dance. The auspicious rite started at Shiva's house. The sound of praise arose there, Govinda Gopala, taken from the book by Vrindavan Das Thakur. In all directions, the sound of Govinda spread, and the son of Sachi danced in joy. He became overwhelmed with all his companions." Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.828. What kind of kirtan took place in Srivas' courtyard? The place of the circle dance of kirtan that Thakur Vrindavan has described. Jai Krishna Murari, Krishna Vanamali. Day and night everyone sung, becoming filled with delight. Day and night Vishwambar danced with his followers. No one felt tired. All had pure bodies. 1 year of only the names. How many ages had passed? In the bliss of consciousness, no one really knew about it. Like in the great circle dance Raslila, how many ages passed? All the gopis thought them less than a sesame seed. Chaitanya Bhagavat 2:8-76-79. Saying Haribol, the master rose up. Surrounding him, all his followers sang. Advaitacharya was besides himself with joy. Becoming greatly intoxicated, he danced, forgetting everything. Jai Krishna Gopala Govinda Banamali, they sang. Day and night everyone sang, becoming filled with delight. Nityananda and Mahaprabhu were completely overwhelmed. Still in Chaitanya's dance they were supremely skilled. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2:16-97-98. In public Sankirtan we also see Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. This kirtan has been described to you. Wives, sons, father, get together, go to your home and do it. In this way, the son of Sachi encouraged from town to town congregational chanting, congregational sankirtan, congregational praising of the name of the Lord. Chaitanya Bhagavata 81:85. In the greatest pleasure, all the citizens of the town clapped their hands and sang Ram Narayan. Drums, cymbals, and conchs were found in every house that were played for Durga. These are used at the time of kirtan. Everyone sings and plays with joyful hearts. Hari and Ram Ram, Hari and Ram Ram. In this way, Brahmans' names rose in the towns. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2:23-89-92. Authors comment, I don't think he meant to destroy Durga worship. Durga is Vaishnavi and guides one towards Bhakti. The people there were getting too involved in animal sacrifice, which is a horrible problem in Hindu societies today. When the Kasi heard this, the side supporting him said, Scriptures say the names of Hari must be repeated in the mind. Hearing that, Mahaprabhu undertook to punish the Kasi and perform different groups for kirtan. All the kirtans, very important, listen, all the kirtans sung at that time were described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. In the town arose a great Krishna tumult. From place to place saying, Hari! Everyone danced. Hari O Ram Ram! Hari O Ram Ram! Hundreds of thousands, all the communities dancing in bliss, they went over Navadvip singing Hari Haraja Nama Krishna Yadavaja Namaha Yadavaja Madhavaja Kesavaja Namaha. Some danced, getting together. Some were 5, some were 10. They danced, clapping their hands together. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.23.110-14, 2:18-19. One song sung by him went like this: Tuya charane mane lagahu, sarangadhara tuya charane mane lagahu. Oh, I place my mind on your feet, O holder of the saranga. I place my mind on your feet. This was his first kirtan, which others joined. He will sing prayers too, not just names. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2:23, 2:40, 2:42. The Lord of Vaikuntha danced all over Nadia. Around him his followers sang Punya Kirti. Say Hari, O ignorant folks, say Hari, Hari. There is no danger of punishment. After punishing the Kasi, king of the people, in the rapture of Kirtan, he went dancing with all the people, playing drums, cymbals, and conch shells. Clapping their hands, they sung, Rama Krishna Jai Dwani Govinda Gopal and Jai Krishna Govinda Murari Bana Mali. Everyone flowed in an ocean of delight. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.23, 4.18, 4.19 and 4.22, 4.23. How did Mahaprabhu lounge singing in Navadvip? An auspicious sound arose, a tumultuous sound. Jai! The waivers were overcome with joy. All the residents danced, clapping their hands, singing Haribol Mukunda Gopala Vanamali. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.23, 4.34, 4.35. When he danced at Chandrasekhar's Mukunda song, Rama Krishna Bolo Hari Gopala Govinda. Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.18.38. The kind of kirtan he revealed was written by Murari Gupta, having bowed to the feet of the great teacher, Hari, the ocean of compassion, stayed there singing the beneficial names Sri Ram and Sri Narayan. And their divine qualities, Krishna Chaitanya Charitamrita 3.2.5. When he roamed Radhadesh, it was described like this: sometimes like a mad elephant, sometimes he increased in splendor, sometimes he sings Govinda Govinda Krishna with steam. 3.3.5. When he went to Vrindavan, it was described by Vrindavan Das and Kaviraj, Haribol, Haribol, Haribol Bhai. Other than this, nothing else could be heard. When he went to Orissa, he sang thus: Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna He. Loshana Das, Chaitanya Mangal 2.93.4. In Bhuvaneshwar, he sang this: Shiva Rama Govinda. Gaur Hari clapped and danced always. Going to Bhuvaneshwar, he worshipped Shiva along with his followers. Chaitanya Bhagavata 3.398, 400. Also Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Saure, Sri Krishna Narayan Vasudev, to the king of bees, intoxicated by drinking the nectar of those names, to the destroyer of miseries, to Shiva, to thee I bow, to you I bow. This is from a prayer of 8 verses to Shiva. Parenthesis, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu composed, he wrote himself. No, the Shikshastakam, this was not wrote by him. It was wrote by Kaviraj, Krishnadas Kaviraj. The only real writing we have from Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the Shivastakam, 8 verses to Mahadev Shiva. Wow, all this information is destroying the 3 words of liars and lies created by Kali Maharaj. This is the real Gauranga. He never chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Kirtan, and we have more. Not just this, all these proof pramanas showing by Lalita Dasi on this book, but also my book, about 90 or 100 pages of pramanas, and some of these verses are not on my book, so there is much more. It's impressive. Why people started the lying in 1922 Vrindavan Kumbh Mela to say that Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan is possible. It started there, not before. You know that? Even in Gaudiya Mat, they say that, they know this. On my videos on No Mahamantra in Kirtan, there is one Pramana, one Narasingha Maharaj, one sannyas who passed away already. He said clearly, before Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati, the Babajis in Vrindavan, Radhakund, in Navadvip or in Jagannath Puri, they didn't chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan. They only chant different bhajan songs. No, Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan is a new thing, and it's not the path of Gauranga as we are reading. Are you following Gauranga Mahaprabhu, or are you following some neo-culture, neo-sectarism, neo-sect? That is not correct. We must follow Gauranga. Even if we are alone in the universe, if we follow Gauranga as it is, then we will have the support of God. Otherwise not. Vrindavan Das, since we are quoting Vrindavan Das Thakur here, also, Vrindavan Das wrote, the one who follow the instruction of Narayan will have his Narayan's protection. It means that even if we have good intentions, but we are doing the wrong instruction, we are doing the things upside down, then we are not protected. Therefore, our Mahamantra, jap, meditation, sadhan, is all fake. And you can see the result. Those people, sannyas, they are just doing things for money and more donations. And also Babajis who do Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan, they are just building up stuff. Where is the sadhan? Where is the bhav? Where is the deepness? There is not. None, honestly saying. Yeah? If I am wrong, please, you can wrote in commentaries without offensive. You can wrote in commentaries and prove me wrong. I'm very up to increase my spectrum. Sri Krishna Govinda, he sang at Alalanat, Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.781. He also sang there Krishna 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 He, rolling, fainting and bubbling. He sang Govinda Krishna Ram. His body flowed with great love when he saw Alalanat, Murari Gupta. Like a drunken lion, the master wandered in South India, singing the holy names Krishna 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 He, Murari. When he went to Gautami, he bade and said, everyone say, Krishna Krishna Hari, shout it in your guru's ear. They shout it, and the teacher said, Hari, Hari. Chaitanya Charitamrita 2.9.59.61. You can see all the quotations here. You can go directly to the Granthas and to see the truth. It's impressive. The Krishna 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 He song is also described by Kavi Karnapur like this. He was doing kirtan loudly and vigorously. His body was covered with goat's flesh. His voice distressed, and seeing the forest in some place, he looked fearfully around him. As he crossed the Godavari river in the south, he sang Sri Rama Govinda Krishna. He entered Panchavati remembering Rama and Krishna. Author's note. He loved singing the name of Ram. In fact, Ram was in many of his kirtans, but most of his songs were along the line of Hari Hari Govinda Gopal, etc. Sanatan Goswami on Brihad Bhagavatamrita says, nothing higher than what? Nothing higher than worship made by lowly doing kirtan in melodic prayers made of names. Names, no mantra, names like Sri Krishna, Govinda, Gopal, and so on. The Chaitanya Bhagavata also states that Lord Chaitanya chant the Hare Krishna mantra and give it to people to do japa. Then he chant Hari Haraye, Krishna Yadavaya Nama, and told them to do kirtan in groups of 4 and 5 while clapping. But he had chant only Hare Krishna, not the whole mantra. Interesting topic. Please give me one more parenthesis. I must to add the right information here because this reading is fantastic. It's wonderful. Thank you. Really thank you, Lalita Dasi, for this material. In Chaitanya Bhagavata, Gauranga is giving to his disciple, is not doing a kirtan of Mahamantra Hare Krishna. What he's doing is he's speaking to the disciple and Gauranga is explaining what is the sadhan, what they must do. Then you find in Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.23 from verse 70 to 80. And there clearly Gauranga is explaining, this is the Mahamantra. All of you listen. And he said Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare. Now all of you go and repeat, because the word that is used on the grant is not chanting like a kirtana, is japa. Is do repetition of this with a counter in your hand. A counter or something for counting means a japamala. So the meaning is this mahamantra you can use, all of you can use by counting. You count the mahamantra repetitions. And right after that he said, Gauranga is saying, these are the words of Gauranga I am quoting. And after that he said clearly, more than this, the japa repetition, the mahamantra in japa, there is no other prescription. There is no more prescription or anything more that you must to observe. Just count. You can chant anytime, any place. All right? And right after that say, now 5 to 10 people can sit together and do kirtan. Do kirtan, sankirtan, praising by clapping the hands and chanting out loud. And he said, what to chant? Harinama, Krishna Yadavainama, Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. This is exactly what Gauranga is giving. In no place he said the mahamantra you do japa and also you can chant out loud with musical instruments. Never. He never did, as we are seeing here in this video. And in all my videos that I have been covering, about 1 year of almost weekly videos of material on mahamantra, you will see that there are no verses on mahamantra kirtan. All this is invention and twisting of words in order to approve something that had been created 100 years ago, actually. So, and here is another interesting point. Of course, somebody who have been studying properly the things understand this line, but the mass of the people will not get it properly. Many times is grow the Hare Krishna that Gauranga chant out loud in Kirtana, dance Hare Krishna, singing Hare Krishna, Gauranga dance, and his associate, yes, because this was another way of doing Kirtan. They say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and chant like this, but it's not the whole 16 words Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is very important, and we need to use a little bit of the intelligence that Bhagavan have been giving us to understand the context of the text. When they say he chant Hare Krishna, it means Hare Krishna. You can even see traditional Bengali songs nowadays, kirtanas, even Anandamayi Ma chant this. She chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Hare Hare. This is traditional Bengali song as well. And if we will write what Anandamayi Ma to say was chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, and people will say, oh, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra with the djembe outside Raman Reti. No, it's not this. This is the process, because Gauranga, he explained himself. Mahamantra japa, kirtan, harinam, different, but not the Mahamantra composition. Baladeva Vidyabhushan has said this Hare Krishna stood in place for the whole mantra. The mantra is written in the vocative calling case, so it's a plea calling out to Krishna. It does not mean aloud. However, we have read that the Lord also asked that the mantra must be counted. Kariya Nirbandhu, he said that, he said clearly, and refused to deal with non-Lakeshvaras, people not chanting 1 lakh of Mahamantra in japa. He was quite strict in with this. Groups have become divided. Some chant the mantra quietly only, and some do it aloud and possibly count it somehow. You cannot change people, but at least we can know how the Lord wants it done. Lord Chaitanya composed only 8 verses, the Shikshastakam, and he sang those names we mentioned. It will be pleasing to chant them. There are many other bhajans which he sang. We have seen English translation. The Lord was fond of Shandidas and Jayadev songs. Should one chapter together with each and every group? If it's all we have, then it's fine. If it helps one to focus on the names and not the star who is singing them. There are people who are chanting with devotion and others who are motivated. Each chanter will have a different effect on you. You will absorb the feeling of that person and become like them, so that should help one choose. So after that you will pretend to be a Kirtaniya superstar. No, this doesn't read the book. No, sorry, this was something else. If there is faith and humility, anyone thinking is good. To doubt and ignore scriptures, Chaitanya Vaishnava once include, is a major offense to the name. I will include here from reliable books more about the Lord's chanting. The Madhya Kanda of Chaitanya Bhagavata, chapter 23, verse 219, Hari O Ram Ram Hari O Ram. Rama was the chant when they were marching to the house of the Kasi of Navad. It was not Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sometimes he chanted Hari Hari alone, displaying symptoms of prem, tears flowing from his eyes. As he chanted loudly, he will raise his arms and smile. Chaitanya Bhagavata 23, 272. He defines the holy names as the ones that made Yama into Dharmaraj and Ajamila gained liberation. After punishing the Kasi, they play wampers, mirdangams and kartals as they chant Jai Rama Krishna Govinda Gopala, Chaitanya Bhagavata 23, 419. The residents of Navadvip clapped their hands and sang Jai Krishna Mukunda Murari Banamali. Even when the Lord sat down, he was unable to remain unsteady. He trembled and tears flowed from his eyes due to Prem Ras. In this way, the Lord constantly roared, Hari Bol! The barber was unable to perform his task. The Lord dancing in ecstasy was not within his control. It was the manifestation of Radha, Prem, which he had no power to hold back. As we said before, he was not moving his body to music. No. There are many instances in his biography where it is mentioned he counted the Mahamantra in Kirtan. He carried a cloth with knots to count when he did Japa or Kirtan. According to the history, of course, to imagine how that was done will be difficult. His wife, Vishnupriya, will strictly count the mantra using rice grains and only eat the rice that was counted. And that would probably have been a lot. So strict they were in counting. Haridas Thakur himself chanted 3 lakhs of Mahamantra. The counting of the mantra was highly desired by the Lord. That is why some groups don't do Mahamantra Kirtan, since it is difficult to count. And they want to please him. Jai Ho, Jai Radharaman. The habit of counting has fallen by the wayside, it seems, but a prescribed number of japa mantra is always done by initiated devotees. Wonderful reading. I enjoy it very much. Harinama mantra and Mahamantra on the next episode. For closing this part or this reading, actually I have not much extra to add, just to introspect and to meditate on why many times we can see sadly that some gurus and some spiritual leaders who have been doing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan for long, they will never accept this truth. Therefore, their followers will be always doing the wrong thing. Because if a guru change his mind or her mind regarding to Mahamantra Kirtan, he must to disprove all his parampara that possible they have been doing the Mahamantra Kirtan for the last 100 years and the spiritual brothers so on. So it will turn into a kind of political war. Do you understand what I mean? So many times due to political things, business things, and of course because of pratishta, because of ego, a guru cannot show signs of ignorance or signs that will show that he is not realized properly on the philosophy of Gauranga in front of his disciples. But see, the example is in Prabodhananda Saraswati. He was a guru of 1,000 sannyasis, and possible if he has 1,000 sannyas disciples, surely he has millions of followers in Benares. He was one of the biggest Advaitin of the time. But when he faced Gauranga, first he tried to destroy it. But when he realized Gauranga, when he realized who he was, what the Gaudiya Vaishnavism is, He switched and he left everything. And basically he said, if you want to follow me as a devotee of Gauranga, doing what Gauranga is asking me to do, you're welcome. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time. I am going. So this is the real way that a real Vaishnava Gaudiya should act. Out of all the proofs that we are reading, there is no proof of Mahamantra Kirtan done by the associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, done by Gauranga Mahaprabhu Panchatattva. There is not. Not the Shat Goswamis either. There is none verse. The verses that people have been giving me as a contradiction to this vision are wrong verses. Sri Rupa Goswami wrote verses praising to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and he say in the verse number 5, he reads, it reads, Gauranga chanted the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in a loud voice. And people is giving this line. See, Rupa Goswami say that Gauranga is chanting in a loud voice, on a loud voice, out loud. And what is the problem? I say, what is the problem? Do you understand how the mantras work? Really? Yes or not? Because mantras has 3 ways of working. One is Vashika, second is Manasika, third is Upamshu. So you have 3 ways of doing mantra, and this count for japa. Japa is correct in this way. So Vashika is to speaking out loud. You can chant, do a melody, whatever it will capture your mind and your senses to make it. That's why it's recommended for newcomers to do Mahamantra in loud voice, to hear the mantra and to memorize and to incorporate the mantra in your cells, like on an atomic level. Second is Upamshu, and this is also prescribed. Upamshu is murmuring, saying slowly, just in a very like this, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. You know, Upamshu. And there is Manasa or Manasika Jap. It's the third level, it's the higher level, and in our Goswamis having written in Hari Bhakti Vilas these 3 methods, and they say the Manasika Japa is the most powerful one, that is 1,000 times more powerful than the speaking out loud the mantra while doing japa. So there are the 3 ways. And then that verse of Rupa Goswami is totally out of the picture when they are quoting that Gauranga is doing kirtan of Mahamantra. It's wrong, because he's doing Upamshu, because the second line of the same verse that has 4 lines reads, while he counts with a string with knots that is holding with his effulgent hand. The second line read clearly that Gauranga is saying in a loud voice Mahamantra Hare Krishna, but he is counting. What is the problem? So if somebody is using this verse to prove that Gauranga did kirtan of the Mahamantra, is wrong and has no idea how mantras work. Haven't been reading properly Hari Bhakti Vilas, haven't been studying properly how the science of mantras are working. If you ask to any Sanatani who has real understanding of how the mantras work, they will tell you there are 3 ways of mantras and all of them are correct, and Manasika Japa mantra is the highest of all. And now, okay, but this is mantra and this is Mahamantra, is not the same, has no bija, has no om, has no namaha. Alright, Hare Krishna is incredible. That all confusing, is impressive how the people don't study. I will give you the pramana what I am talking, and that this information we are reading is correct. Gopala Sahasranam, verse 139. Mahamantra is the crown of the mantras. It's the crown of 70 million Saptakoti Mahamantra. Reads clearly there. Sri Gopal Sahasranam is one of the most important texts reading all over India. In all the sects, all the cults are reading the real tradition. Sampradayas, they are reading this book. So there reads clearly 70 million Mahamantras, and Mahamantra Hare Krishna is the top. There exist mantras and Mahamantras. Both are under the category of mantra. Are the mantras and the biggest mantras. That's all. All of them are mantras, have the same prescription. And who is releasing or who is bringing the mantra that must be a Mahapurush, Mahavatar, as Gauranga, they give what is the Yuga Dharma, the instruction for that mantra. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as we study in this video, say clearly counting. He didn't say kirtan. Now, one more time, the nonsense will say But there is no prohibition. Why you need a prohibition of Gauranga that with love have been instructing to his disciples, use this mantra with a count number. Count in a japamala. If you want to chant and sing, do it. Harinama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama, or any of the beautiful kirtan songs that we have been reading here. Take, copy them, start chanting, doing kirtan all day long, 24-hour kirtan. But don't forget your prescribed number of mahamantra, because this is what Gauranga asked us. Forget about the philosophy and the panditas and the this and that who are giving interpretation thinking they are very intelligent. No, brother. We are all in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga everybody is born a Shudra, and in Kali Yuga we are all Nityavadas, eternally bound in Maya. There are no Siddha Mahapurushas for a long time. And actually that long time of Siddha Mahapurushas who have been disappearing from earth started, or they vanished when Mahamantra Kirta also started. See this, it's very interesting. Mahavira Radharamana ki jai, Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur, Jai Sri Radheshyam.